Good evening. It's Tuesday, the 16th of March, 2021. Book for the day: Hearts on the Rise, Connections Through Corona. And I've been reading to you some insights written by Vilchis: Healing in Spite of Corona, Overcoming Anxiety and Depression. And this is where we read to yesterday. Our brains are constantly looking for danger to keep us alive. As soon as something triggers this response mechanism, our body gets pumped up with adrenaline and our breathing becomes shallow to get us ready for action. This causes the thinking mind to shut down and let the instinctive reptile in each of us take charge without thinking of the consequences. Once I discovered this, breathing made me feel completely alive, as if for the very first time. Before then, I had no idea that everything I had been creating and experiencing was starving me of oxygen. My responses were perfectly normal for human beings when they are in survival mode. In my book, I go deeper into explaining how the mind and body work together. To understand both how and why breathing deeply is key to our happiness, not just to keep us alive and surviving, and how the fight or flight mechanism actually helps us to manage your emotions. You can choose to be happy by keeping yourself present every single moment. When you choose to focus on our breathing and reawaken your mind and senses. This practice was completely life-changing for me. It allows me to now choose powerfully every single moment how I want to really feel in the moment and not just react and be subjected to constant amygdala hijacks that had my life running havoc. Looking back at my life, I was an adrenaline junkie, constantly starving myself of oxygen and highly reactive to external situations. This survival mechanism had served me up to a point. Every time I pushed my own limits and made myself really angry, yet again, I somehow managed to find the strength and courage to find my way out of any situation I got myself into and got myself to a new place. However, whenever things looked like they were finally starting to go my way and seemed to be getting what I wanted, it would trigger the alarm bells of my survival mechanism, and I would always find a way to sabotage myself and blow it all up again. That was my long established pattern of self-destruction, and I needed to understand why I always did what I did. I needed to find a way for me to stop myself from self-sabotaging this never-ending cycle of self-harm and self-defeating behaviours. that I had adopted to keep my story of always being the victim alive. That was my vicious circle until I discovered why I did what I did and when it all began. The most valuable life lessons comes from within, learning about ourselves. What buttons push us and why. That's true wisdom. We are already whole, perfect and complete, and understanding ourselves is a key to our joy and happiness. And that's where we leave it for today. Hearts on the Rise, Connections Through Corona can be found on Amazon and on its Facebook page. Good night. Join me tomorrow. Diane Hands.